Welcome to the installation video of ATI's AR-15 Strikeforce Package. Warning: place safety on the on position and carefully inspect the firearm to ensure it is unloaded. To begin, remove the old pistol grip by using a flathead screwdriver and removing the screw from the bottom of the pistol grip, and make sure to keep the original hardware and also keep the safety spring in place. The ATI pistol grip has a drilled hole for the safety spring. Make sure the spring is properly placed while installing. Reinstall the original screw and tighten using a flathead screwdriver. To install the buffer tube, begin by removing the original buttstock. Next, remove the castle nut by either using an AR-15 wrench or other tools. Loosen the castle nut to the rear threads, then move the lock plate towards the rear. Next, remove the buffer tube by threading it off, but be careful as the tube is under pressure from the buffer spring. Install the new castle nut by threading it onto the new buffer tube, making sure the teeth of the castle nut are facing towards the rear. Next, install the lock plate onto the buffer tube, making sure the extended end is facing towards the weapon. Next, place the buffer into the buffer spring, then the buffer spring into the buffer tube. Place the buffer against the receiver and push the buffer tube towards the receiver. Screw the buffer tube into the receiver until it doesn't rotate anymore. The lock plate can then be moved forward into the upper receiver. Then tighten the castle nut using an AR-15 wrench or other tools. Begin the installation by placing the 6 30-second nuts into the slots of the cheek rest rail. Attach the left cheek rest rail onto the left side of the buttstock using the number 6 flathead screws provided. Make sure the nuts on the inside of the rail do not fall out while installing the rail onto the buttstock. Repeat the same process on the right side of the buttstock. Slide the cheek rest onto the cheek rest rails and slide towards the rear of the buttstock. Line up the slots in the cheek rest with the holes in the cheek rest rails. Use a 3 30-second by 3/8 panhead screws provided to attach the cheek rest to the rails. Using the same process, repeat on the opposite side. To install the rear buttstock, pull down the latch lever and slide the ATI buttstock onto the buffer tube, adjusting it to one of the 6 positions.